It's May, it's the RHS Chelsea Flower Show time, and there are flowers popping up everywhere, all over London. Floral installations are going in, and it is just quite wonderful celebration. We've come over to Mayfair, to Mount Street, to meet Marcus Barnett, the garden designer, who's been putting in a floral installation of his own for Scott's the restaurant. We're going to talk to him about it. Marcus, hello.
Arabella, morning.
Good morning. Thank you for meeting us.
No, it's a pleasure.
So how did this particular event come about?
Scott's asked us to come up with a design, and they wanted a piece of the countryside here in London. And that really is it. It's very, very simple. So we just wanted to come up with a couple of ideas that meant that we could install something here that looked quite frothy, quite colourful, vibrant, and lasted, crucially, for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Beautiful. Well, let's go and have a little bit of a closer look at it, shall we?
Yes.
Show me around?
Yep.
So we've got a row of boxes.
This inspiration came from apple boxes that the orchards use for harvest. They had to be repeated,
Yes.
so that's what we came up with here. And we thought the apple boxes would be a good idea. It's quite rustic, it's got hessian in it. It's actually my idea to come up with the Scots stencil, which I think is probably the best element.
Absolutely.
And then in here we've got a little sort of pocket of the countryside.
So tell me a little bit more about what's actually in the boxes. Have we got some edible herbs in here?
Yes. So we can't be at Scott's and not have something that might appear on the plate. So we've got fennel here, which of course picks up on the fish association. We've got wild strawberry and oregano, and it's supplemented with geraniums, grasses, bryozomedia, and Anthriscus sylvestris, in this case raven's wing, rather than the sort of conventional cow parsley. But hopefully this is just a little oasis of the British countryside.
Absolutely. And then above we've got this rather wonderful frothy hanging of arrangement of flowers which lead all along, and I notice end up in a rather statement chandelier.
Yes, well, that is the statement piece. It's obviously the entrance, and you have to have something that sort of says, this is us, this is Scott's,
Yes.
and it picks up on the rest of the planting palette. I'm slightly embarrassed to say, Arabella, this is a bit of a swizz in that the secret is these aren't actually real, they're fake, they're plastic plants, and they're not bad as plastic plants.
They're amazing, I was completely convinced.
In order to get the veil above our heads, though, and it lasting for 2 or 3 weeks.
I was going to ask, were you going to have to replace them, but now I know your secret. Well, as you say, this is here for the week, the duration of Chelsea.
It'll certainly be to the end of Chelsea, and possibly to the end of the month of May.
Marcus, thank you very much. I've got to let you go back now. You've got to go back to site, I think, and finish working on your garden, actually stick your hands in some soil.
That's right. Back to Chelsea Flower Show. I'll jacket off, high visibility vest on, steel toe cap boots, get my hands in the dirt, and finish the build for Chelsea Flower Show next week.